One emoji. Yes! Yes, more emojis. I need more.
More!
3 emojis. Okay, yes, thank you, Jake.
Wait.
A dog. I love the dog emoji.
Dog. Okay, we're doing 2
More
concepts today, and I want to make sure that
special.
we know both of them. First is the rule of thirds for framing. So quite often we do humans for our subjects, and what does the rule of third mean when it comes to filming a person?
like there's 9 different squares in the shot frame, and that's what's being picked up. Although the arrangement can depend sometimes. Like sometimes if we were on widescreen, then they wouldn't be 9 large squares. They could be 9 long rectangles.
Yeah, so are you putting the grid on?
I'm looking for
So Geronimo's putting the grid on the screen right now. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to just say what they were saying about the rule of thirds.
Yeah, so tell us your version, your definition.
So basically you have 3 sections, 1, 2, 3, horizontally, and then 1, 2, 3 vertically. And part of it is the composition of where you put. The person goes in one of those squares, usually center, but depending on the composition you want.
Yeah, so we're waiting for Geronimo to get it right. But if we were to frame me, because the camera's now pointed at me.
While we're editing, can we get the display of everything else off?
Good.
But the grid disappears.
Well, click it again. One more time. There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, okay, so put me center framed, my face right in the middle of the middle grid. And you should get in a place where you can see the monitor.
Yeah, come see this monitor if you want.
I can't see both at the same time, but why is this bad framing? Yeah, okay. So oftentimes if you put your person in the middle, their eyes, by the way, humans, oftentimes it's all about the eyes. Doesn't matter how far away they are, it's where you want to use their eyes. If you put me in the middle of the frame, it is too much headspace and it looks weird. It makes me look small. It makes me feel
your glasses, right?
Yeah, I just
It's not on focus.
I just focused it though.
Oh, Grant. See where the pink is?
if you keep me a little soft, that's a good thing. You don't need
You were too soft, right?
Black.
So Grant's gotta be like super pink. See?
Yeah, okay.
I think autofocus is on is the problem right here. So autofocus was on, so it was automatically trying to autofocus off.
So in this image, to have it look good, you want my eyes to be on the upper third. So frame it now, Phil, so that my eyes are on that upper third line. So that looks better. Now we're meeting one of the aspects of it, but not all of it. How else should it be framed? I'm talking to Daniel.
Sorry.
You're on the second vertical line. Your body is on the vertical line and your eyes still on the top.
Yeah, so you want to lead. So if I'm looking in this direction talking to somebody, you want to give room in front of me so that you keep my eyes on in this case, the right third. And if I turn and now I'm looking over at Samantha, and I'm looking in this direction, my eyes need to be on the opposite side. So now I'm on the left third.
And Phil, I would almost say you're a little too much. I would kind of center his head. Yeah, right, like that. Hold there. That is a little bit better. Think of his body as like there on the vertical line, right? Go back to where you were, Phil.
I don't remember where I was.
Just pan.
You watch Phil and I'll do this. Okay, watch. So you were more like that, Phil, see? And look how much negative space is all right here. And like if Grant does something with his left hand, it would be off the screen, right?
Yeah.
So, but what we want now, if he's looking that, even if he does that, look, we want it to be more framed like this. The eyes are on the top vertical third, and Grant's body is on the left. Sorry, top horizontal third, and Grant's body is in the left vertical third. So the thirds are vertical and horizontal lines, right? And Jake was right when he said there's 9 rectangles that make up our image. We can see those 9 rectangles, and it's about where you frame your character will affect not only there's something inherently in us when we look at an image. It's an aesthetic. It's a rule in painting. It's a rule in photography. It's a rule in filmmaking. And we want to have the most aesthetically pleasing shots that also help us, because we're movement, we're filmmakers. We also, the way that we compose our shots can make shots confusing or less confusing for our subjects. If Grant's looking that direction and talking to me, and then Phil frames me the exact same way that Grant's framed. So if Phil frames me exactly the same way I'm framed, put me on the same third that Grant was on.
Pan.
Don't frame
Keep
me
panning.
correctly.
Keep panning to the right. Pan. There.
All right.
I'll get it right.
All
It
right.
looks a little off because you're facing towards the right, but the camera is on the left. So it'd be better if you're facing towards your left. Yeah,
But
like that.
But
if
now,
but
now we're not talking to each other.
Yeah,
He's talking to somebody else.
Yeah, and if we put this shot next to the shot of Grant, it'll seem like we're both looking in the same direction, talking to someone, even though we're talking to each other. So how we frame even different characters gives us the space and allows us to know what the subject looks like, and it's gonna ultimately, if you can frame your shots properly, it's gonna make your whole movie better.
Yeah.
Improper shots affect it a bunch of differently. Now there's a whole bunch of other like grids and stuff. When we film on other
Well, I mean,
framing.
we're doing one person right now. If we did 2, if you dolly backwards, Phil, or zoomed out, so that both of us are in here, and we're not on the same plane. So now you're going to have to frame it in a way that it looks good for both of us. So, does everyone think that works?
Ooh, Mr. Grant, I have
Yes.
an idea of like how you frame your shot. You
Yeah,
use leading lines.
Yeah.
Like leading lines can be anything. They could be like the objects in a scene. But my favorite example of leading lines comes from Tron Legacy, where they use neon lights to act as lines to point the audience on where to look at.
Yeah, and that is all great element of like set design and aesthetics and composition of your shots. So all of that can be used. So think of like, even in our framing, the picture right here could be used as a leading line, or the seam of the
Ceiling.
set. Even the
carpet.
These are all elements that can be used in composition.
Oh, I knew
Now,
that.
Grant, you like this shot?
No.
Me neither.
Thank you.
Also, it's out of focus.
I mean, I think Grant's in focus. You're a little more the one that's out of focus, Mr. Owen.
Yep.
I think I'm too high in the frame. I would tilt up slightly. And I think splitting us on that upper third is better. I think that's probably looking a little better. So,
What?
how this is framed matters on telling the story. So looking at this shot, if you know nothing about the narrative that Grant and I are doing, what is this saying about me as a character, and what does this say about Grant as a character? Yeah.
Ooh.
Grant being standing over you puts him in a position, visual puts him in a position of power, as for you're in a weaker position.
Yeah, for sure. Right,
Very
I'm smaller in the frame, I'm lower in the frame, so then, yes, position of power is gonna matter. Grant's higher, maybe he's naturally on the big screen is gonna look like a bigger and more intimidating figure than me.
And so what genres of movies might we use cameras where we're not shooting at eye level? Because quite often we adjust the camera to the eye level, but when might we shoot down on an actor or up at an actor? Yeah.
Potentially
Or
characters.
For what?
For faceless characters, anything where you don't want to see the eyes or face.
Yeah, that could be.
Horror
Also,
movies.
though, yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're shooting up at somebody, Orson Welles did this a lot in Citizen Kane. They actually, to get the camera low, they actually cut holes in the floor, dug out holes so that they could get the camera almost at the floor. So if you know, I'm standing here, I look very normal. Suddenly, if I'm here and you,
Phil?
that's a very different look with me here at the camera than it is if I'm down here and at eye level. Does that make sense?
The position of the camera matters when you're telling the story. So the camera ultimately is a surrogate for who when we're making a movie. Who do you think the camera represents? Yeah, Jeremiah.
The viewer.
The viewer, right? That is our eyes to watching the story. So when essentially if you think about where the camera is, that's what the viewer's impression of the character. So if Grant's standing up there and looking, even if he's not looking into the lens, what is the perspective of the viewer for this shot?
it looks like he's tall.
Yeah, even this character has more power than the audience members, right? We look up, and all of us have this communal experience of when in our lives do we primarily look up to people?
As kids to our parents.
As kids, no matter our height or whatever, we were all kids once, and we all looked up to our parents who were our authority figures in our lives. So that looking up feeling gives the character an inherent authority over the viewer. What's the opposite going to be? Look at the child. Right? We have had that experience in our lives as well of looking down at a child or looking down at someone, that gives the viewers what over the person?
Feelings.
Power, feelings, authority, right? Like we know that this character is less powerful and maybe smaller, weaker. It's all like characterizations we can put in just by choosing. And all we did was move me, but what's another way that we could have moved the camera instead of me having to sit down here and still get the same effect? Raise the camera, right? We have tripods, we make it higher. So I could stand up and you could shoot down at me and I would seem short. Or you could lower the camera and I could stand normal and I would seem tall or more authority. So how we use
forced perspective.
Right. Yeah. Forced perspective, of course, is in the frame. So look, Mastin and I are in the frame. And if we filmed it so we were both in focus, I could put my hand out and use forced perspective And Maston could stand in my hand because Maston is much smaller as the distance. What movie, do we know a movie where they used forced perspective?
Lord of the Rings.
Yes, Lord of the Rings.
Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
That too, Eternal Sunshine. But Lord of the Rings is a great example of the hobbits and Gandalf together, the wizard, basically stood closer to the camera and all the other actors stood farther away from the camera. And they were able to composite the shots together to make forced perspective.
Sometimes the Hobbit people were up closer while Gandalf stood in the back.
True, yeah, it was all based on the framing and what the intention of the shot was. So we can make it higher or lower. So when you are making your shot list, you need to think about like, what do I want to make my audience feel? There's another thing that we can do with our camera, and it would be this. Phil, frame me again, please. Okay. What am I doing? Maybe I don't have enough light, but to see it, but what is this called? When the character is doing what I'm doing. What am I doing? I'm breaking the fourth wall. What does that mean?
It means you're staring directly at the audience.
Right.
It typically only happens in movies where the character breaks the fourth wall, like Deadpool, or in a couple of kids shows.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Deadpool's a great example. Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. Why does Deadpool break the fourth wall?
Because he has the power to break the fourth wall.
Comedy. He does have the power, but he has what power?
X gene.
Well, yeah, he's got the X gene and he can heal. But what's his, well, sort of he's the narrator too, but Deadpool is aware of what? That none of the other characters, the viewer. Deadpool breaks the fourth wall because he knows us, the viewer, are watching. So when he breaks the fourth wall, he's talking directly to us. So when we break the fourth wall or the character's looking into the shot, it means they know the audience is there. We're making acknowledgement to it. It could be a meta feeling. But when would we film breaking the fourth wall that makes sense in a narrative?
If
Jeremiah, hold on a second, Jake. Let's let other people talk too.
Like found footage if you're like staring at a camera.
Found footage if you're staring at a camera, like Blair Witch, or what's a more modern found footage movie? Cloverfield or what? Creep. Basically found footage. You're staring into the camera because the camera is a character within the thing. If we also can shoot a type of shot where we see through the characters. Think of like in Halloween or Halloween's Jason, right? Or Friday the 13th, it's Jason. Friday the 13th, sometimes we see the kills where the people look into the lens. It's like, oh, how are you doing? And then they get stabbed and die, right? What is it called when we are seeing through another character's eyes in the story? Yeah. Point of view or POV. A POV shot is a point of view. And you can break the fourth wall because then the camera is pretending to be the character. So if this was Jason, either our Jason or the Friday the 13th Jason, where should we put the camera? If Jason's gonna kill me right now, Phil, frame me right now. Is this a good shot for Jason to come and kill me? No, because Jason's much taller than me. This would be if I was in the Leprechaun movie and the Leprechaun was gonna get me, right?
It's like
so
maybe
then,
it's
Phil,
best
how
to
would
lower
you
the
fix it?
camera. Ooh, like another suggestion.
Yeah, but higher camera.
Higher camera, raise the tripod.
Yeah.
I actually have another suggestion when shooting that. Like, if you're trying to portray the camera as from the character's point of view, you should take the camera off of the tripod and have it be rehandled to make it
handheld
feel
makes
like
it more fluid, right? Not on the tripod, so it actually feels like how we see. That's a good point, Jake. So yeah, how you shoot and the style of shooting really matters in telling your story. And horror, you can get away with more handheld movies. A Jason Bourne movie is never going to be on a tripod because it's so fluid and wobbles and stuff can make you sick, but also cause anxiety in the audience, and that's some things that really do work.
The Shining.
Change your pace. Instead of sitting and looking, you're gonna all stand up and you are going to frame. When you come to the camera, we're gonna tell you what your subject is, and one by one, you are all gonna frame your subject.
Also, if you're an online student, you don't get to do this. We are gonna have a framing assignment so that you can use your phones. It's really, the rule of thirds apply to any camera you take, even horizontal or vertical. So we want
it'll be up today.
The online students to submit it. Yeah, you'll see it later today. And we want you to submit just so that we understand that you know how to do the rule of thirds.
Okay, so let's go from left to right. Samantha, you're first.
John, come here.
So,
Still coming on second?
yeah. Frame Jason.
Oh.
And Jason's talking to me. No, right there.
Zoom in, Samantha.
So,
One of the rings on the camera.
so is that ring? We want an MCU. Medium close up. A little closer.
Illuminate.
Okay, good. And he's looking at me, so you have you're leading him in this direction. Tim, what based on what he said is the body wants to be kind of in the middle of it, so I would
So
pan
of the
slightly,
vertical frame, yeah, pan a little
slightly
bit.
to the left.
Right about there.
Yeah.
I'd go a little bit back, and I would check your focus. Your focus is the front ring. Yeah. And he would be completely pink once he's. Yeah, the focal assist on this camera is red. There you go, you're getting closer, getting closer. All right, and see those two triangles that are over his eyes? They'll turn green when his eyes are in focus too.
You were saying Jason was gonna turn green. Yeah.
That happens. Looks better. Do you see
They're
the,
blue.
oh, see, like, there's the pink, good. All right, so see, out of focus, in focus, right there. See how his, see, and then that little indicator turns green. So look, now it's white, and the eye indicator will turn green when his face isn't green. It's got a face detecting thing, and I would even there.
Good. All right, well done.
Looks great. Good job, Samantha.
Okay, Kayla, you're next.
All right, Kayla, you gotta do Bryce.
I don't know all of y'all's names.
That's Bryce right there.
Bryce has the pajamas on.
Yep. Bryce, listen to this tragedy.
So we want an extreme close up.
I was thinking about Bryce's Crocs. Bryce, I went online to buy 3 pairs of Crocs today.
Yeah.
I only got 2. It was sold out for the 3rd pair.
He's talking to Tim, so that's good.
No.
And now let's get him in focus.
One piece Crocs came out today. I got my daughter, Tony Shopper. I got my son, the Going Mary. And freaking, I went for Luffy and they were sold out. Couldn't get my own Luffy pair. So they're pretty dope. They're red with like.
I'm not familiar with them. I'll have to check.
You don't know who
Luffy is? I know Luffy is. I mean, the Crocs.
King of the Pirates.
Happy with that?
One day.
I think it's
I would pan slightly to the left
I
as
don't.
he talks.
Bryce, do you have the Lightning McQueen Crocs?
Left.
Okay, Bryce.
That looks good.
I
Is
don't
that
have.
zoomed all the way in?
Hey,
I also got the Wazowskis.
yo, you do have the Wazowskis.
Focus
They're
on
awesome.
it.
I almost got the Solies, which were like.
Oh, I wanted the Solies.
Those are good. I have. I look
Zoom in this one. Closer.
I have 2 pairs of Crocs.
You might be all the way to the
I have Goku.
I might back up to give him a little
Those are
more headroom.
I also have
Then
two different shades
just
of
moving his
blue,
head.
a black.
I would pan slightly to the right.
Right? My right or his
I'm
right?
sorry, pan to the left so that he's,
And
yeah.
my wife was like, "Oh, too bad you didn't get Luffy." I was like, "I was about to get Luffy." But when you
good.
go online and look,
Great, well
they're
done.
teasing a Zoro pair that there's not even for sale yet.
They're on it.
I signed up for the alert. I went to the website literally like 2 minutes and it was sold out.
Tragedy.
Do you hear that the One Piece is real now, Tim? You see that Oda like
He's
buried it
talking
in
The One
to
Piece
Master
has
to his
always
left,
been
so
It's
they
like
want to keep
like
him on
they
the
put it in
left.
the ocean. People already
Yeah.
found it.
Yeah.
Don't want
They found out where
Matsu
you
in
put it,
the
like, there's
shop too.
It's real.
Probably from this
And if they're real fans,
distance,
they'll
you
do
probably
exactly
would,
what Luffy did.
but let's make John
When he
your
found the lock
Subject.
destroy it. Luffy in the movie Stampede, Luffy wins a log post.
So he should be like right in between the.
Yeah,
Last island
that's
has
great.
One Piece on it.
And if Master goes out of
What
frame
did Luffy
slightly,
do?
it's less
Because all these
important
people were
because John is just
attacking. He destroyed it because he knew he's gonna get there.
You said the eyes
He
turn
doesn't
green
want his sheep.
if his eyes are in
So
focus.
the,
Yeah.
so the people
Front-
watching are
front
like,
one is
let's
focus.
destroy the answer to the One Piece. And
Yeah.
March 10th.
That
season 2
green-
comes out.
March 10th.
Did you see the thing?
When his
Yes,
eyes are in
I saw the
focus,
thing, and
I'm
I'm
in the
excited.
way now,
Is that what
sorry.
you saw them talking about? You talking about the time capsule? We got dropped.
Oh,
in the
that's
ocean.
not what I thought you were
That's
talking
what I'm
about.
When his eyes are in focus,
You're talking about
they
real,
turns
The One
green.
Piece is real.
It's real now.
It's been real.
Yeah, but like
See?
Oda
Okay,
wrote
that
down
means,
what
yeah.
the One Piece
It's
was.
Perfect.
He wrote it
That's
down
great.
for the
Thank you.
first
The
time.
friends we made
Steve.
along the way.
But like he wrote it down and put it in the treasure chest and put it at the bottom of the ocean. The actual IRL ocean.
And I
It's
want
written down now.
Then they found it. People already
green
found it.
close-up.
But like, did they open it though?
No,
This
they
is
didn't.
a horror
They
film.
were just put
They
it.
haven't found it yet.
Okay, which one is the focus ring
Within
again?
a region.
The focus is the outer one, zoom is the inner one. But right now you have kind of a close-up. I want an extreme close-up of her eyes.
Now you gotta set sail, go find it, but at the same time, that's a whole risk. Like,
This is the zoom.
Okay,
So
thank
it
you.
might be all the way zoomed in, I'm not sure. And if it is, then we're gonna have to truck the camera forward.
Humans' ability to figure it out. Like I watched the movie Ready Player One,
Bree.
and it's like years and years, and they can't figure out this Easter egg.
Dude,
If that was real,
I'd be afraid to get the
they would be like, oh
They
yeah,
have
we
Crocs,
figured out
like
the
kids
Easter
all
egg.
of them. Supposedly,
I want extreme close-up, so it's basically just.
Oh, right, extreme.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like zoom in because it's a horror movie. Okay.
So I would zoom all the way as tight as you can, and once the
Yeah,
lens
that's
is,
yeah.
then you gotta truck forward.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Bree. Okay. Okay, starting
and
there.
Bree's gonna look right at the lens.
I got my Crocs at the store and freaking right outlet.
I need to try again, I think. Let me try again.
You're doing zoom, not focus. So, pull it all, zoom in, all the way in.
Yeah.
Keep going all the way, keep going, go, keep going.
Yeah, that's
All the way, that's all the way?
Yeah.
Okay, then truck slightly forward. Okay, now frame it right.
Okay.
Okay, we're looking good. No, don't zoom.
Oh, okay. I thought. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Zoom all the way in. Now the outer ring, this ring, is
Okay.
how you adjust focus.
Okay.
And when it's right, it'll turn green.
Okay. Wait, where does it turn green?
That
Like,
little dot.
oh, that?
Yeah. It's white now. So you're going farther away. When it's white, it's getting
Oh,
close.
I saw green.
Yep, when it turns green, that's it.
Okay.
So that's it.
Yep.
That's an extreme close-up of Bree's eyes. And because Bree's looking directly at the camera, you have it center frame. That makes sense. Good, well done.
Okay.
Okay. This is gonna be a weird one. I want an extreme close-up of Tim's ear. Yeah, he's hearing something. Tim, you need to look that direction.
If I did the voice for I guess they're very distinct characters. Then you have Langston and Squidward, which might like the secret of the and then
Is that fully tuned in? You know?
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay.
SpongeBob, I'm gonna see my
Oh, ear?
That's good.
Is it close up on my ear?
Yeah. And so it's your bionic hearing that is
Damn.
There we go.
It's like
What is that, Jason?
It's the Facebook. You're talking about the Facebook movie? I haven't watched that, but I've heard it's a thing.
What, the big lobster thingy?
You could start with the trailer.
Quiet Place is kind of bullshit, to be honest.
because Tim's looking that way, you have it on the right third, which is great. And it's green, so it's in
That's
focus.
in the Mexican.
Yeah, you know, this is a part of me I don't really look
Just like
at.
get the fast talking.
A lot of gray right here. That's
Good. Right.
I actually think I'm gonna go to that. Hey, who's all my?
Just like I had 2 years of
What?
Jeremiah.
We filmed a
I
cut.
wanted-
Bree,
Jeremiah.
I think I'm gonna let him color my hair.
Huh?
I think I'm gonna let the Cosmo students color my hair.
This is a single of Jeremiah talking to Tony. I'll wrangle for you.
Which one was Destiny?
Destiny,
talking
the one
to
with
the-
the.
Talking to Tony, so I would go farther that way.
Oh, from.
And I wanted MCU.
Wait, wait.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You said MCU medium.
That's essentially the chest.
Oh, talking to Tony.
Yeah. Good.
I'm gonna take her to Disneyland.
Wait, it's a little blurry, right?
You can tell when this thing turns green, it's in focus, it's white right now.
Oh, when it turns green? Oh, okay, I see.
That's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Perfect, well done.
I know that looks like the then the live action.
Yeah.
Probably watch it.
I literally have.
Are you wearing any rings?
No.
Let's say that necklace is you're talking about you just got it for Christmas, and so this is an insert of the necklace.
Okay.
No, this is the first segment.
Now, I don't know. Let's say she's talking
Oh, no, they're gonna be separate.
Daniel.
To Daniel?
Video watch. This is the one video, right?
Oh.
How many days? No, it's about 4 minutes. It's really
That's about how I would wear it.
I will too.
Yeah, perfect.
I would too.
John. Bill. Marty. I want a medium wide.
Yeah, I
No,
like
Marty.
all I know is he has a straw hat.
You stand up.
I think.
Hey, everybody. Tell Phil where he's going wrong. I'm asking for a cowboy of Marty.
We're shooting first shot is F1.
So what? It's like knees up, right?
I think that's it.
It's like knees, right? Knees.
Pretty much ankle up.
Oh.
Knees
Mid,
up.
mid calf. It's below the knee, not to the boots.
Think about Clint Eastwood, right? You know, like he's about to shoot. You got to see the guns on the hips.
The eyes still stay in the upper third.
Marty,
So now you've got a.
you're Clint Eastwood.
Yep.
Shut down. Come on, Master. You know
Now is she in focus?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I'm like, but it's just it's a great bit because whenever I see Angel, every now and then we just kind of go. We just reach for it. It's so funny.
If you do a finger right now, you have like enough like what's the word? I need to bring my skills. You can kill me.
Just bend the hammer.
Okay, so she's drawing against me, where I'm standing right here. So where do you put? Yeah, too much, but closer. Yeah, that's it. Good. That's it. Good.
Oh, I was gonna write something for that.
Okay, I want a MCU of Steve talking to Angel. You can sit. Thank you, Marty. Thanks. Okay, if Steven's talking to Angel, which way do you want to go? If you're gonna truck the camera. Can you look at Angel? What are you looking at on Steven right now? Look at me.
So you're saying you don't want to get the cuff because you don't get the
side profile?
We don't want a profile.
We don't want a profile?
So which way are you gonna
Oh,
truck?
okay.
Got it. So, and now I want an MCU.
Okay.
Now you've got to focus.
Okay, he keeps moving. Steven, could you sit still for like a second, please?
We're rating it on the film.
Are we both suspects?
Now, you put Steven's upper and left third. Yeah, that's it. A little too far. Right there. It's good. It's great. Good job.
Oh, boy. You're my subject.
Geronimo's talking to me.
Oh, you're both are my subjects.
No.
Mr. Allen.
Okay.
Mr. Grant.
And I want an MCU of Geronimo.
I'm gonna take notes with my handy.
Woo! Too close on this guy.
Blues Clues. Blues Clues.
We just got
Got a moving subject. This is hard.
That means you have to float.
Thinking chair.
A little too far. You want to. There you go.
First, we're gonna draw a square.
Yes.
Like this.
Yes. Yes.
That'd be a medium close up or should it be close enough?
That's good.
Okay.
I love Blues Clues.
There you go. There you go.
There we go. All
That's
right.
it. All right. I want a close-up
Mhm.
of Maston on the couch.
Bondi, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
on the right. So you might zoom and see if you can get there with this lens. I'm not sure.
No.
So then you're gonna have to truck forward. By the way, someone tell me what I'm doing right now. That's it. Wrangling cables.
And me.
Okay, Maston's talking to John, so let's frame him.
Or
There you go. Okay, now he's still soft.
I'm just saying, Jason.
how do I know? That?
That's it. Perfect. You don't get a shot. Okay. I want you to frame
Frame the garlic sign.
You're not allowed to move the camera. You can pan.
Oh.
You can't.
I'll try my best.
Frame that. That is your subject.
Which one? That's the farthest I can go.
That's in focus. So this is one of those weird things where I would frame this in the middle.
Really?
Considering like you have it. That's exactly how I would frame it as well.
It's about in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. I want an extreme close-up on Marty. And Marty's talking to Jason.
An extreme close-up?
Extreme as close as you are. Get it?
So I'm gonna have to, yeah, it's already zoomed in already fully.
Let's just do a close-up.
Just a close-up?
Come on,
That's it.
Okay. Do the road scan. That's good enough.
All right, get on for us.
And she's talking to.
Filmmaking some. You know what?
No, actually, you just have to.
Yes.
Literally, 100% make it better.
I want you for 30
Just to make it
seconds.
clear.
Track her.
The year is
keep her eye.
1978.
You have to float with her.
People, people from the community are missing.
Honestly, I want to do it.
Marty.
Ending in the whale, hey!
You're
Full circle. I know.
Marty, you have to be animated. Move.
We were also hoping for to submit the last question. Not in focus.
Where's the focus? Oh yeah, there we go.
Focus.
Dude, I love Shakira.
Okay, one more concept before we stop. By the way, we're filming interviews.
Wait, we should let Geronimo do this too. So I feel like he just needs a little.
Also, I didn't do it.
All my stuff. Well, you go do it.
Well, I want to see Geronimo do it first.
Maston wants to do it.
I want to see Geronimo do it first.
You mean Nick? I was Nick.
Well, Nick too.
Frame Jason.
Well, you taught Nick.
I did not teach Nick anything.
Samantha, I want to MCU with Samantha talking to Tim.
Okay, Samantha, what are we gonna talk about?
MCU.
Script? How do you feel about the revision?
No,
They're a little far.
no, I want an MCU
Mhm.
of Samantha.
Oh, my
talking
bad.
to Tim.
My bad, sir.
Come and talk to us. That's easy. Samantha and Tim. There we go.
MCU.
Names are easy. But even if you don't even have to name them. They just could be man and woman or person one, person two, right?
Oh, float with her. Okay.
Unless the names are smart, right? So any names, right?
I'm like,
Put that in there.
Actually, I'm gonna park it real quick. Give me a second. I want to park it just like a little better.
Yeah.
she's a little soft.
Gotta finish the script so you can.
Give me a second, sir.
Then you get to be the director, if you want to.
But I'm gonna act.
So then you don't want to be the director, so we'll find you a director.
Randy said we need to focus.
Oh, is focus not up? How do we see?
I also think you kind of need to.
It's turning red.
Turning red, but the square
There.
around. Yeah, look at the.
Oh, that's
eye.
what you meant. Okay.
Oh, the red is the red
Yeah.
is the focus. The red
Yeah,
is the
the red
focus.
is. The
There
red
we
is
go.
the focus, but the green is the facial focuses. John,
Got
do you
it.
wanna
That's
go?
what you meant. Okay, John, you want
John
some?
Blast.
Okay.
What about drama? No way.
I'm like, oh wait, it's red. Nice. So I do Jason, and I want an MCU, and
Worried about that.
he's gonna be talking to Tim.
He's gonna be talking.
Yep.
Okay.
The shutter was open.
MCU of Jason.
MCU's
Medium close up.
Use that
Okay.
camera. Is that the one? That was at 23.
I'm not close enough. I would go tighter.
tighter.
The other
If you
one was
can't do
60.
that, you can truck forward.
So this means all the interviews.
These are a lot.
Shots, the shutter speed at 120.
I would truck. No, if he's talking to Tim, I would go tighter to Tim,
Oh, okay.
and I would go that way. Watch.
I mean, that's originally why I put the white tape on it, so that was gonna be a super slow one. You weren't gonna slow it.
Okay, Jason, listen to Marty, but talk to Tim.
Yes, Marty, what are you talking about?
What were we talking about?
You're not Marty.
You want a 10, or you want the outer eye to be on the left third.
Oh, okay.
So you're
So like a little bit more
Yep,
right there.
yep, and I would tilt up, yep.
Okay. Just Jason on like the. Is that okay for Tim?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the subject now is Jason.
Okay.
He's in focus, he's framed for it.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
All right, shuffle. Okay.
Did you want to?
Is everyone wish you had person?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I haven't been into this part.
Yeah, there's so many people that said I was
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, go look
Right now.
I will.
Did you show him the cake I got you?
Actually, let's
Ron
do
got me a
this.
gift today. It was awesome. He got me a Shrek snow globe. Official Shrek merch too. And it couldn't look less like Shrek. It looks like.
Okay,
Winnie the
Tim,
Pooh.
Tim.
Yes.
Need you to focus for a second
Focus.
on our topic. Can everyone pay attention for a second? We have one more concept and then we'll be done. Okay. The other rule that the other concept.
Quiet on the set, please.
The other concept we want to talk about is the 180-degree rule. If you break the 180-degree rule without a purpose, without telling us in advance, it will cost you on your final film.
Yes.
So we want you to know this concept. The 180-degree rule is a way to keep your audience from being confused when they're watching your film. So we've set up the scene. We have two actors on set, and this is our two shot while they're talking. Now, if we suddenly went to go to singles of them, if I wanted to do an OTS of Samantha.
What does OTS mean?
On the spot.
Over the shoulder.
So if I did this, here's our OTS.
He's trying to do Jason's eye.
Jason, get out of the way.
Okay, so that might be the shot that we have. And so far, so good, right? Well, okay, now if I'm going to get the single.
That's the raw power of the lecture, cutting out the camera.
No kidding.
Grant can just do that.
Hey. All right, we're back.
Welcome back. Ooh, Mr. Grant, I'm noticing a problem right here.
What do you think, Jake?
You broke the 180-degree line. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be the character on the left side. We already done it. It needs to be on the opposite side because
So-
that's within the 100-degree line.
100% right, Jake. Good job.
That's exactly the concept we're talking about. So there is, if we start with our first shot as a two shot between the two of them, there's an imaginary line that goes right down the middle. And that means that the camera cannot cross this line or it looks confusing. If I took a picture of the two shot, then I took the picture of the OTS Samantha, and then you saw this shot, it would look very, very confusing. So to not break that rule, just imagine there's there's a line down the middle, and all shots have to happen on this side. And if you cross over to the opposite side, it is confusing.
You're breaking the 180-degree rule. A great way to remember this is think of your wide shot. Your wide shot is always going to be the one that's going to help you think about your line, because we're looking at Samantha on the right, and then if we frame it, and Samantha should always be on the right side of the frame looking left. But if she's on the left looking right, something's wrong, right?
Yep.
So I should mention that. Can I mention something?
Sure, Jay.
There are certain exceptions where you can break the 180 line. Have you
Hold
seen
on one
The
second,
Shining?
Jake. Yeah, 100%. You can break the 180-degree rule, and that will disorient your audience. It'll make things feel weird. There's actually a show, Mr. Robot, where they intentionally always broke the 180-degree rule to signify something was weird was going on. But we're going to tell you right here in class, you're not allowed to break the rule because you need to know the rule before you can break something, right? This is always, honestly, this is one of the best notes. Here's advice. If Grant and I ask you, hey, why'd you choose to do this? And you go like, then we know it's a mistake. But if you go like, I did it on purpose, Grant and I will be like, well, they did it on purpose. But most of the time in class, you're going to break the 180-degree rule by accident. And then it usually means a reshoot because it's hard to get past, because when you're cutting from a wide to the close-up, it's not going to make sense as far as the architecture and structure of the shot composition.
But Jake, there are also ways to move beyond the 180-degree line. So if we started with that wide shot and then we came and did the OTS on this side, so we're framed correctly here, we can actually have a moving camera where we see the movement from one side to the other. And now we've just changed the 180-degree line, and now the camera can go on that side. But look at this right now. Hold this image in your head right now. Now, close your eyes for a second. If I suddenly moved the...
It's gone again.
That's what happens when you break the 180-degree rule. It all goes black.
Instant karma.
There is a real problem. So this is just something that we want you to be aware of. We're not okay with you having 180-degree breaks in your films. So be aware of that. And the only time you're able to do that is when we can see the motion of the camera going over the 180-degree line, if that makes sense. So
your DP, the director, the cinematographer should all be thinking about this when you're designing your shots as well. You've been on our sets and you see that we'll do setups where it's wide shot, close up, reverse close up, and we all are going to stay on one side or the other.
I've actually Tim and I worked with some of our students in the past, and we shot a movie called On the Couch. And one of our students had this shot where Sophie was on the couch and she was looking up at the actress who was playing her mother. And the day of, I said, "You're breaking the 180-degree rule." And she said, no, it's fine. I know exactly what I want. And I said, no, you're breaking the rule. And she said, "That's what I want." So we shot it, edited it. It looked awful, and we hated it and had to go back and rent the house again and pay for the actors again, and take time out to get the shot and to shoot it in the right direction. So it's the type of mistake that can ruin a scene, especially if you can't go back and do reshoots. So be aware of it, just to let you know. So anyways, those are the things that we wanted to talk about: framing and the 180-degree rule of thirds. Anyone have any questions at all about the concepts we covered today?
Can you go over what the imaginary line thing said?
Yeah, okay. So
Here, you two come over here, and then we'll have someone else, the two that were here.
Look, it's literally this line right here.
That line and everything in front.
So essentially, here, Geronimo, you sit there. So essentially, the two of them are speaking to each other, right? Okay. So if I come over here and frame Geronimo,
Follow this line.
he needs to be on this side of the camera talking to Grant so that we understand it. Because in the white shot, he was on the right and looking left. The same with Grant is if I frame Grant, Grant needs to be on the left side of the frame looking right. But if we say like, oh, I want a really cool shot, and we're gonna go over here. Now remember, Geronimo's on the right looking left. But I'm like, okay, I want to shoot Grant because this is his better side of his face. All right. So now I'm shooting it like that. What side of the frame was Geronimo on? Do you remember? He was on the right looking left, right? Yeah. So the right looking left. What side is now Grant on? The right looking left. So if we put those two shots right next to each other, it's going to look like they're both looking in the same direction. So realistically, instead of talking to one another, they're both looking at Daniel.
And I'm telling you,
it's confusing for the audience. Yeah, it's confusing. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So then when we set up, we imagine there's an imaginary line right here. And so I could put the camera here and shoot Grant here, and I could go all the way over here and continue to shoot Grant even if it's the back of his head, and he'll always be on the left looking right. Right? But the second I go over here, now to properly frame, he would be right looking left. And that is what will confuse your audience. So essentially we have 180 degrees, which is half a circle, right?
Is there a way to cheat that?
Yeah, I told you, by moving the camera.
We can move the camera, we can also move the subject. Yeah, if we want, the camera has to be here, but we don't want to move the line. Let's move Geronimo so that we can continue to move the line. It'll affect the background, but if we're just shooting on curtains or something, or just a neutral background, you can cheat and fix it. If your camera, let's say the camera has to be here because it won't fit right here or whatever the reason is. Trust us, we run into situations like that all the time. So, great. Questions or comments? Okay. What we have is we have about a half an hour, and we're going to shoot an interview today because we have a great announcement, right, Grant?
Yeah. Gatlin has added another film festival. With the director of the film festival, it's not Tim or me, and Ken said that the first prize is it's not cash, but it's a whole bunch of super cool stuff. that's gonna come in like with a cool
It's
basket.
a filmmaker gift basket,
Yeah.
basically, with a bunch of cool hard drives and you know, as many C47s that you can possibly need, gap tape. I don't know, we haven't determined exactly what's gonna be in it, coffee and candy probably too. But this is gonna be for Pride Month, this is gonna be an LGBTQ plus and trans film festival. So what are the requirements? Ken's gonna come in and talk to us about it. We're gonna film a promo that's gonna go up on the big jumbo screen today at 4, or we're gonna film it at 4 and then it'll go up next week to let you know. Most importantly for all of us filmmakers, the subject matter can be about it. Ken's gonna do that. You can use actors that represent the subject matter, or crew members can be the subject matter. So essentially, it's a lot of our films we've already made, and anything new that we might want to produce. Steven, your film tomorrow would be a perfect example of something that could be entered into this film festival. So what we're filming tomorrow. The due date is April 3rd, just like our showcase due date. So that's something to keep in mind. They're gonna allow alumni film and films that have already been in other film festivals.
Blueberry.
Produced by Gav. But Ken's gonna come in and go about it. Grant and I are advisors, but Ken, I think, is gonna be the judge, or look to us to judge it. It's the first annual, and then all during Pride Month, I believe the winners are going to be up on the jumbo screen as well. So, yeah.
Yay!
So we need to set up for the interview. So we're going to use probably this camera, and we're going to get another Canon, and we got to set up 3-point lighting. So if you haven't done that yet, now's your chance to set up the God Office. So don't leave, except for on Zoom. I'm sorry, appreciate it, but we're
Mr.
done
Grant?
for the day. So hopefully we'll see you at the shoot tomorrow.